So DJ, take us through the anthems. Thank you very much. Let's resume our seats. For the interest of time, members, allow me hand over the mic to the Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda. But in a special way, let's first welcome our Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Senti Sana. And for the Prime Minister for bringing her, Senti fire away. Hey. Okay.
Your Excellency Vice President, the Honorable Minister, the Honorable Member of Parliament, the RDC, the LC5, our technical team, and all of you, the teachers, good afternoon. Your Excellency, we organized a meeting, a workshop, for our teachers so that we can see Kakumiro at another level. All the teachers in this district are here. But allow me to introduce to you the members, the ministers, the members of parliament who are here. In front of you, we have a senior colleague, the Honorable Minister for Education. He's here representing Mama. I had invited Mama to come, but he's representing our Mama. I have the Member of Parliament for Bugangaizi East, the Honorable Aisha Agaba. We have the RDC Government Weri. We have the LC5 chairperson, Honorable Sentai Senks Joseph. We have the vice chairperson, LC5. We have the district cow, Andrew Maweje. He's one of the best cows we have in the country. Now, I will request that I introduce my team from the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister Delivery Unit, headed by Brother Agaba. You know Agaba? Because you worked with him. He was then a Commissioner of Education, but he now heads the Prime Minister's Delivery Unit Education Section. And they have been moving around the country. They have been giving me reports. And the report for Kakumiro has not been very good. I don't know whether they have given them that report. So that report was given to me. That's when I got a sister here. Kavasini owns schools in Mukono. She's a rich woman. But she said she feels bad to see that some of our children in this district do not make it from one level to another because of a few issues here and there. I have the Vice Chancellor of Bunyoro University. And our colleague, a professor, he's a professor and a born of this village. He's from here. And then I have Professor Bantevia. He's also the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Bunyoro University, which is almost coming. And I know how you pushed for our university. Colleagues, I have members from the Ministry of Education, and I know you know them. You know these people. Please, all the technical people stand up for recognition. We have the DEO, because he's the head of these people. The Inspector of Schools, she's a lady. You know women these days, Muna. I have a team from Ministry of Public Service. And I know the Minister for Public Service is about to arrive. We have so many people present. I'm sorry if I have not introduced you. But we have some district councillors. Please stand up for recognition. Those are secretaries and the chairperson of Education Committee. So colleagues, the Vice President has limited time. And I request that you allow me invite her, since I've given her a brief. I know her as a giant in education. Mama, I know you don't have time. And you know that without you, some of these things would not have happened. Thank you so much.
The Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, the Prime Minister of Uganda, my colleagues, ministers and members of Parliament, Honorable Muingo, the RDC of Kakumiro District, and your security team, the LC5 chairman of the district and the councillors, and the senior officials from the Ministry of Education, Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Public Service, and all government departments and agencies, and all the teachers, head teachers, deputies, and teachers. Because we are, the nation is. The other day I was, Right Honorable, I was sharing with the nurses. The nurses, for them, they are saying, they say they are chosen by God. When you go there, the slogan is, they are chosen by God. They are chosen by God. Now when you come to teachers, because we are, and the nation is, so it's very important to have such inspirational slogans. They unite you, they keep you together, and I want to congratulate you for sustaining that slogan. But also, most importantly, I thank you for associating with other government departments and recognizing also their role in the transformation of our country. Let me thank the Right Honorable Prime Minister for having an insight of looking into human resource development first and foremost. Thinking about this festive season to bring teachers together to brainstorm on matters of performance of education in Kakumiro district. Let's have a round of applause for her. Because in education begins everything. In education, you begin to train a modern farmer, a doctor, an engineer. You begin to train a priest or even bishops when they are promoted. So I would like to thank my sister, the Right Honorable, for choosing this sector and making it one of her key agendas in shaping and transforming the people who she leads, not just Kakumiro, but the whole country. Thank you, Right Honorable. She does not only do it for Kakumiro, but when she speaks in cabinet, in the Prime Minister's office, she deals with these issues with a national perspective. But being a woman MP of Kakumiro, I know that she also has a stake in the people of Kakumiro specifically, and also you have a stake in her because you are the ones who supported her during that election. Against that background, therefore, I would like to thank you for giving her that support and choosing her as your best woman member of parliament for Kakumiro district. We worked with her in cabinet, we worked with her in parliament. Sometime back, even before I was voted out, I had worked with her slightly. She's a very result-oriented person. And that's why one of my requests to you is, as you are in that classroom, as you are in that school compound, as you are in the district office of DEO, Inspector of Schools, be mindful of the results that you and all the people of Kakumiro are looking forward to in the service, in the education service delivery. I was pleased to hear that you have Agaba here. I have been looking for you. When I was posted in the Ministry of Education, he's one of the people who mentored me. And I actually do not have words to thank him. He was one of them. There are a number, but he was one of them. Very frank, very genuine, very honest, and very clear. No stories. And he was one of the people who used to think about performance of education, performance of our education. We have UPE, USE, but the quality of our education, quality of our education. And he used to tell me about the quality of teachers translates directly to the quality of education. I am glad that this is the beginning of it all, the teachers. We are here with the teachers. So my first counsel to you is, please be mindful of the results that we want to produce, the results of our work at the end of the day. And that is one of the strong characteristics of our Prime Minister. What are the results? We are dealing with this parish development model. We want results. We are now here on education sector. We want results. Honorable Mwingo, the same thing, results. Let's look at the outcome, the output of what we are putting our human resource, even financial resources into when we are in the schools. But secondly, also, they know that the children, the students, the first teachers are their parents. You and I recognize that there is a high moral decadence in the country. That one you don't need to run away from. My second advice and request to you is to help shape the morals of our young ones from nursery, primary, secondary. Let's help the parents. Let's help the parents. Let's not shy away from what we know, what we are seeing. Let's try to change and shape the morals of our children. Do not only concentrate on that part where the curriculum is giving you guidelines on how to teach, how to train, but also as Africans, we are concerned about the morals of the child of the neighbor, the child of the sister, the child of the uncle, because we know morals produce children who are all round, who when they are deployed tomorrow will not squander resources, will put resources into the intended purpose. And I think my last and final one is that I request teachers to continue working with the government. I know that there are some unresolved issues on salaries, for instance, scientists, artists, arts teachers, science teachers, but let's look at it in a holistic view. Let's look at it, especially arts teachers now, I'm speaking to you. Because the science teachers, I expect them to be very silent since government started with them. And I request the science teachers now to be the ones supporting us in persuading arts teachers to understand that the situation of our economy so that we don't make our children to lose a single lesson, to lose a single day. I participated in the negotiations of the recent strike. I participated very fully, and I want to appreciate the leadership of UNATU. They were very cooperative. I appreciate. They managed to understand. They were worried that the teachers might accuse them and vote them out. Then we said, assuming it was now another person who is here and you are just an ordinary teacher, do you think government would be saying in a different language? Government normally says what is the fact, what is on the table. And they manage to come back to you and explain to you. So I want to appeal to you that government will continue in a phased way. When I was a Minister of Education, it was the same message. You look at the budget in Parliament, it's not in private. They look at it in Parliament, where over 500 people sit, and again in Cabinet. So there's nothing secret about the national budget. So when we hear government requesting that let's do it in a phased way, I would like to call upon you always to listen and be cooperative. As you have done before, anyway, as you have done before. Because I know Honorable Muingo is here, he was with us in the 2011 strike again, where the teachers had raised 11 points, among them the salaries increment, the collective bargaining agreement, the teachers' houses, the scheme of service, I think Honorable Muingo should write them and share with you, so that the Right Honorable Prime Minister here and the ministers will explain on a case-by-case basis where we are at that stage. Because these teachers share. They share the information with the teachers of the next district and across the country. They have now WhatsApp, so that they are on one page. But I also would like to thank the teachers of Uganda, because you have been very, very keen in ensuring that this environment, transformation environment, especially ideologically in Uganda. Thank you very much. And His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is looking forward to the same support in 2026 from you. because it is good to work with, it is good to work and easy to work with the person you are used to, because you know now their strengths, their weaknesses, you know how to correct each other. That is a perspective I would like you to look at that. But this meeting is not for that. At an appropriate time, I know my sister, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, will bring me here in Bunyoro and we discuss that when it is not the arena of education matters. We'll deal with that as politics. Of course, we are very mindful that you are civil servants, but we are also very mindful that you are opinion leaders. And opinion leaders who are listened to by the population. We as government respect teachers, we honor you, and we are going to continue working together until we resolve all those issues which are on table. Government is aware about them. I would like to thank the senior government officials from the Ministry of Education, Prime Minister's office. I've seen some of you, your faces are familiar. Some of you have grown now. That time you were still young. And I thank also the officials from the Prime Minister's office. Please continue supporting my sister. We call her Majegere because of her style of work. She may not be very common in Kakumiro because of national duties. I would like you to be the ones to explain to the population that when she's here, she's with us, but she's also for the whole country. You are the ones who can explain that best to the members of the population. And also give her guidance when you think there's something, there's an error, you give her guidance. She's a listening person. I know she listens very keenly. I am coming from a ceremony which His Excellency the President had sent me to, but also the Prime Minister told me that it is a coincidence that this ceremony is also here. I am glad that the Right Honorable also joined me in the other ceremony where we were sending off some 2 young children who died in the stampede in the Freedom City. You may have heard about it. And now the President had sent his condolence message. We have successfully delivered that message. So I would like to thank the Prime Minister again for enabling me to come here to have a conversation with you. And it will go down in the history of Kakumiro that on this day, the 3rd of January 2023, the Right Honorable Majegere and Her Excellency Alupo were here in these grounds dealing with the issues of education transformation and performance of Kakumiro district and indeed the whole country. And the turn-up is 100%. I want to thank you for the turn-up. It's 100%. We thank God for it. And I want to thank God also for the new year for us, all of us, to come to the new year. It's a big gift from God. We clap for God. We thank Him very sincerely. Those of you who know me, you know my home, you know my office, you know my simplicity. Wherever you also want to reach out to me, I am available. And I have moved today with my husband who happens to come from, this is Western Uganda. He comes from Western Uganda. He can come and greet the teachers in the local language in 1 minute, and then we allow the sessions to continue.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, the ministers present, members of parliament, all government officials, the teachers, ladies and gentlemen. Navaramsia, murire muta mukurikye mwaka musya Rahanga abarinde.
He knows that teachers always tell us that the word is enough for a wise man. So that's what he knows. He has already said his word, and he knows that the word is enough for a wise man. Thank you very much for accepting to accompany me in Kakumiro, in Bunyoro. And I want to say that I wish you a very successful ceremony, workshop. I wish you a successful ceremony. And at the end of the day, I wish you a successful ceremony, and I want to say at this point that I officially open this workshop of Kakumiro teachers. And you have all my blessings, and I'm going to report that to His Excellency the President that this meeting is taking place here, and also Mama Janet, who the minister is representing here. I'll also report to them. Even when the minister comes, you'll report to them. When the right honorable Prime Minister comes, you'll report to them. We enjoy working in the cabinet very much these days, because when you look this side, you see Majigire, the sister. When you look the other side, you see Right Honorable Kadaga, again the sister, the first Deputy Prime Minister. When you look at another side, there is another third Deputy Prime Minister, Nakadama. So we want to thank the President for lifting us, the women, and giving us the opportunity to serve. And now we want other men also to support us so that we can serve with diligence, not just being women, but serving with diligence. So we support His Excellency the President, who has supported the women, so that in 2026 he does not have any challenges. Happy New Year 2023, and I wish you a successful workshop.
Your Excellency the Vice President, as you were continuing with your speech, we got another very important person, the Honorable Mary Mugasa, the Minister of State Public Service. The Vice President has said she can better explain the issues of arts teachers and science teachers. So, members, I think we can stand up, sing the national anthem, but one stanza, so the Vice President can go. And after that, we are going for lunch, all of us. And then we shall spend just 30 minutes and come back. Thank you so much.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu.